Seen it.
Throw it, man. Throw it. Play. Matt, ref, do not even entertain it.
No, if you ask what Rodriguez did, you'll know why he's on the floor.
So why is he in a card?
Yeah, that's right. Card him then. Ref.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's full time with NWS. NWS C3 defeating Blacktown City 1. Through their goals today scored by Will Kazuti with Race. And Samuel Mills opened the scoring whilst for Blacktown City their goals scored by Sebastian Alito. Full time in the under 20s. NWS Group 3 defeating Blacktown City 1. Progress scores from around the grounds. There's one game, an early game, kickoff today at the Sydney United Sports Centre, 16 minutes gone. Wollongong Wolves 1, leading Sydney United 58 FC 0. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lead and Save this round 12 clash of the NPL New South Wales men's first grade. We're trying to do some technical issues with the music at the moment, so we'll run through today's starting lineups for you as both sides complete their pre-game warm-up. visiting side NWS Spirit FC. They line up like this. Number 1 in goals, Chris Marks. Number 2, Aidan Astofi. Number 5, Owen Henderson. Number 7, Shoki Yoshida. Number 8, the captain, Greg Cornwell. Number 10, Costa Petrados. Number 11, Khan Zan. Number 13, Simon Nicholas. Number 17, Riku Kobayashi. Number 18, Andre Kakami. And number 19, Zane Alawalia on the bench. Number 3, Kyle Williams. Number 12, Jay Coates. Number 14, Benjamin Giroux. Number 15, Sam Armson. Number 23, Daiso Korekoshi. Number 32, Thomas Mason. And number 33, Joel Minutes, they are coached by Sergio Malfara. Now to your Blacktown City first grade side today, line up like this in goals. Number 1, Caden Henderson. Number 3, Lockie Stewart. Number 4, Dick O'Brien. Number 6, Adam Berry. Number 7, the captain, Travis Major. Number 10, Maxim Yes. Number 11, Kodai Tanaka. Number 14, Mitchell Malia. Number 16, Riley Nolan. Number 19, Sebastian Hayward. And rounding out the starting 11, number 21, Aidan Renshaw. On the bench, number 8, Jack O'Brien. Number 9, Nicholas Katarich. Number 12, Daniel McHugh. Number 18, Jake Briggs. Reserve keeper number 20, Cooper Rogers. Number 22, Jacob Manini. And number 27, Nathan Romelli. They are coached by Mark Crittenden. That's all much both sides today.
Yoshida heads it backwards, but only to the benefit of Blacktown. Meanwhile, Travis Major is almost wriggled free. Grant Cornwall stuck right to him, though, and he's able to clear away the danger. Cornwall goes for distance on the clearance, but it's going to roll away kindly for Blacktown. They'll get the goal kick. And Blacktown have started to come into the game more and more in the last 5-10 minutes. They've really prevented Spirit playing through midfield. And they've started to make some forward progress of their own. Henderson. Nolan is beaten by Henderson. Alawalia, well, it's off the back of Takami inadvertently. It's maybe worked out here for Alawalia because he had thoughts of playing Shoki Yoshida over and behind the defence. And it's Blacktown at the moment. They're trying to go quickly. They want to try and turn this Spirit defence around, prevent them from sitting back in their structure and play quickly through the press, sometimes over it if needed. And they have the personnel to do it with Mitch Malia and Travis Major up top. Both of those guys physical, can win the ball. Malia in particular is not short of speed. Nizam tries to keep it in, but drags back Renshaw, and so that's an easy call for the officials. Henderson, Caden Henderson that is. Owen Henderson is the Spirit defender underneath it. 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Still a very tight affair. Spirit probably have had the slightly better chances with Petrados and Takami in particular, but none that they should have absolutely put away. Blacktown have more or less kept the lid on them, especially recently. Now Malia's dragged back here by Andre Takami, and Takami is going to be the first man into the book. An easy call. And so Mitch Malia doing what he does best, just a quick burst of speed to break free from his defender. And they have a free kick right on the corner of the penalty area here, Blacktown City. And this is a really dangerous sort of position. The cross and the shot is open to Mitch Malia. He can hit them. Has a well-established track record of scoring free kicks in this competition, does Mitch Malia. So it'll be Malia over at 2 in the wall for Chris Marks. Blacktown City looking for something positive here in the back end of this first half. Malia with that left foot, and it's a great one, as he always does. Mitch Malia add another set piece to the catalogue for one of the NPL greats, Mitch Malia. Just wizardry with that left foot. A great angle for the left footer. He got it over the wall and put it right into the back of the net. And Blacktown City take the lead here at home. I must say, a great celebration from Mitch Malia. I think it's a call to the gladiator. The Emperor's thumbs down. Anything but a thumbs down for that free kick. That was real work from Mitch Malia. Now Blacktown City sensing that they could try and get something else here. Instead of that, they've bided their time in this first half, have Blacktown City. They've had to defend for large portions of it, but they've really limited what Spirit have been able to do in the final third. Now they've reaped the rewards of their hard work. They find themselves up 1-0 at home, but the echoes of last week will be front of mind. Petrados turning away and trying himself. And into the side netting only, but Blacktown City have been in these positions before this season. They led 2-0 last week against Sydney FC. They've actually dropped 10 points from winning positions so far this season, have Blacktown City. Aside from last week against Sydney FC, they led 1-0 and then 2-1 against St. George City in round 9. They led 1-0 against the SD Raiders. Both those games they went on to lose. So St. George City they drew, and then they ended up losing 3-2 to Sutherland in a game they also were leading in earlier this season as Major. They're trying to catch one again here at Blacktown City. Cornwall checks the shoulder, sees there's a bit of time to work with and picks out Riku Kobayashi. Cornwall going down the line. Spirit are going to feel like they should have done more with the ball than what they have done so far. Nicholas has to go back to his keeper, and despite having majority of the possession, Spirit FC is their opponents that lead where it matters most on the scoreboard. Nicholas skips free, but only out over the sideline. Tanaka. Petrados takes that invitation to start rushing again to Henderson. One back by Nicholas. Owen Henderson now. Around the corner to Sakami, who tries to flick past. It will work here to Petrados, who has numbers in support. One of them is Riku Kobayashi. And Kobayashi spots out Shoki Yoshida. Just slightly over his head. Does really well to keep it in. Still, despite turning it over, it's Spirit that's still with possession. Mustafi. Bouncing ball. No one able to control it yet. Instead, it's Maxim Yej who comes away with it. And Nolan. Major. There's Aiden Renshaw on the underlap, and Travis Major goes forward, is looking for that pass up ahead, but Spirit are able to recover. Blacktown will be hoping to try and just execute to half-time, get into the sheds at 1-0, reset, get some more instructions, and go about trying to get what would be their first win since round 1, 11 games ago. Important 3 points in the context of what has happened across the weekend, with Olympic having leapfrogged them yesterday with their win over UNSW. There is a group of players and a coaching staff that can turn around a bad start. It is certainly a team over at Blacktown City. A team so accustomed to success, having to go through a bit of early season adversity this year. They've shown plenty of positive signs recently. It's just been about getting the 3 points to match it. Find themselves in the lead through 40 minutes here at home. Alawalia. Yej. Major. Malia again. Malia's touch will only work out for Shoki Yoshida, who's had to do a lot of defending here. Tried to keep it in but couldn't, and so Blacktown City will take this throw over on that far side. Bit of aerial ping pong, we've seen that a few times. There's a bouncy sort of pitch here at Landon Stadium on the synthetic. More scores from around the grounds. The SD Raiders have equalised against the Western Sydney Wanderers. Wollongong still lead. Against Sydney United 58.
Maxi, get over! Maxi, get over! Coming in too far! Just jump off!
Henderson. Simon Nicholas is free, and now Shoki Yoshida. Spirit hoping for an equaliser just before the break. About a minute and a half of regulation time remaining. Yoshida, low-driven cross. Cleared away by Nick O'Brien. They've had to deal with a lot of those crosses so far today. Have the Blacktown City defence. They know the danger men are out wide.
Score from Wanderers Football Park half-time. Western Sydney Wanderers 1, SC Raiders 1.
Blacktown happy to just take their time, try and get to the break with this lead intact. Alawalia pokes that up ahead. It'll be a looping bounce for Blacktown City, but it'll be coolly dealt with by the defence, and Caden Henderson can take a few more valuable seconds off the clock. Major rises highest to keep the attack moving with Nolan. Blacktown have some players starting to get forward here. The attack is really starting to come to light a lot more. They've gotten better as the half has gone on, the hosts. And so we'll see how much time we'll be added on shortly. It'll be just the 1 minute. As Blacktown City are in search of that second goal. They have to worry about the counter here, but that's an important interception by Hayward, who strikes. No path through the yellow and black jerseys. Berry tried the chip pass up ahead. And Tilt, very no-nonsense, clears it, but Grant Cornwall will take the space given to him. Go on a bit of a run himself. Kardnazam. Ball is going to stay in here. And Mark Crittenden is telling his defence to get further up. He doesn't want them sitting back. Doesn't want them inviting more pressure. And they've sustained a fair bit of that in this first half. Cornwall. Still with Petrados. Kobayashi and Yoshida, but Kobayashi was offside. Another attacking move is brought to an end, and the half is brought to an end. So 45 minutes gone here at Landon Stadium. It is a trademark free kick from Mitch Marley that is the difference between the two sides at the break. Spirit started the half quite strongly, certainly had more of the ball, but Blacktown held their ground and have come away with the lead at half-time. So half-time here, it's Blacktown City 1, Northwest Sydney Spirit FC 0. I've been Will Constantinides. We'll see you back soon quickly after this short break.
doing you, I will. Yep.
Welcome back to the second half of football here at Landon Stadium. It is Blacktown City currently leading 1-0 over Northwest Sydney Spirit FC, as Blacktown are searching for what would be their first win in 11 games. Their last win came on the opening day against Sydney Olympic, and they are hoping to try and climb out of the foot of the ladder where they currently find themselves, heading into today's game after Olympics win yesterday. And they've given a pretty good account of themselves so far through 45 minutes. They absorbed pressure. They took their chance when it came. A fantastically taken Mitch Marley a free kick. And they'll try and restart again here, Blacktown City. No changes, it seems, from either coach at the break. See how the half-start Spirit had certainly more possession in the first. And they'll be hoping to try and make use of that, try and move this Blacktown defence around. There were only a couple of times where Henderson was forced into action. But other than that, it was mostly Spirit moving the ball around the edge of the area. They got through midfield, but then when they met the Blacktown City back four, they couldn't really find a way through. Historically, games between these two teams tend to be quite high scoring. There's Cornwall moving it for Nizam Petrados. Has it taken off him? Major back to goal. Tilt has stepped out to support. He's looking for Malia on this near side, but Mustafi clears. Second ball is won again by Nolan. He's had quite an industrious game in midfield. Nick O'Brien. Petrados giving chase, forcing O'Brien to find the sideline. And looking historically at meetings between these two teams, last season they played twice, of course. They scored a combined 9 goals across their 2 meetings against each other. Spirit won 4-1 and 4-0 in their 2 games against Blacktown City last season. Doesn't look like we'll be heading for that sort of territory, but you never know what the second half could hold. And Blacktown City's last win against Spirit, they won 3-1. Only one of the games that these two teams have played historically has had 3 goals or less. So I don't mind fighting the back of the net. It was a very tight first half, though. Meanwhile, here's Shoki Yoshida. Takami. Nicholas. Andre Takami. Yoshida. Tries to get past Hayward, but Hayward stands him up well. Petrados flicking it around the corner well for Yoshida. And coming across was Nick O'Brien. It will be a Blacktown City goal kick after all that. Henderson will get us restarted again. Be interesting to see what changes, of course, are made between both benches. As mentioned, Spirit have their new signing Daiso Horikoshi on the bench. Blacktown City have Jack O'Brien and Nicholas Skatarich as well on the bench. Both were unused subs last time. As Mustafi has to head backwards, but couldn't crane his neck around the ball to get it back to Chris Marks. Because when they went down, that Mark Crittenden had already used his allocated substitution window, so couldn't bring on Jack O'Brien and Nicholas Skatarich. Both of those two would probably usually start in this team, but have been forced out due to injury. Malia already has a goal to his name today. He's trying to get players in the right position. He's telling players to move around. Malia puts it in a good position. Chris Marks had to get two hands to it. There were plenty of Blacktown players interested, and now the counter-attack is brewing here. Nizam looking crossfield for Yoshida, but that's far too close to Caden Henderson to cause any trouble. Alawalia. Now Henderson. Alawalia again. That pass was a little loose, forcing Nicholas into an awkward clearance. Rocky Tilt is going to take this throw. Long throw by Tilt. He's had a few of those today. It's an important part of their game so far. Major brings it down for Mitch Malia. Petratos couldn't keep it with Spirit. Tanaka searching for options. Berry has shown in front of him. He didn't like that one. Now he wants to go down to Yej. And Yej gets all tangled up with Andre Takami. And nothing comes of it. I think it was going each way between the two players. Game's starting to heat up a little bit now. It's been growing and growing as the contest has gone. Tanaka gets the call to turn, knows he has space to work with. Malia checking inside onto that left foot. Hangs up a good ball back post for Nolan. Couldn't keep it in the field of play. Correction, it was Riley Nolan at that back post. Another one of the youngsters coming through the Blacktown City system. Made his first grade debut last campaign. Just his fourth start here this afternoon of the season. That's in all competitions. Major gets an important touch and might just get to this ahead of Nicholas, but Nicholas tracks back well to send it over the sideline. Petratos. Tanaka gets around him. And this will be a Spirit FC throw. And now there's a bit of discussion as to which way this is going. Referee Vicikovic said it was going with Spirit. And the assistant referee had his flag up in the other direction. So the assistant's call is the one that stands. And Blacktown City will take the throw here with Kodai Tanaka. Major does well to hold it up. Malia getting towards the corner here is going to be a little bit isolated, but they'll still keep possession with the throw in. And Lucky Tilt will have another long throw. Another chance for Blacktown City. Something from the set piece. They've been good from set pieces at times this season. That's a great ball in. It's allowed to bounce on the penalty spot. Travis Major is the one that comes down with it. Second phase here, Major. Nicholas clears. Barry's underneath it and strikes. Caught it well, but didn't quite have the direction on it. Nicholas Alawalia. Spirit searching for a goal that might open this game a little bit. Now that Blacktown have the lead, their defence has looked more resolute. They've been given more confidence in attack as well. Yoshida turns it over. Renshaw takes over. Hayward. A good ball up ahead to Tanaka. Mitch Malia checks his run and has stayed on side here for Blacktown. Malia. Deflected cross. Andre Takami got the call of time. Tilt. Sends that down the line. Mitch Malia has done well to keep that in. Hayward checks his shoulder. Saw he was under pressure. Tanaka is met with 2 Spirit defenders, but couldn't quite keep it in. So Spirit win it back with this throw.
Hey! Go on!
Hayward. Yoshida is tripped up. And that's despite Spirit FC switching play and still having it. But I'll be happy just for some recycled possession. Cornwall. Saw a lot of the ball in the first half, did Grant Cornwall. Another attack is well read by Berry at the base of midfield. He's played an important role. As the commentator's curse strikes and he turns it over. Khan Nizam. Slight tug of the shirt, but nothing untoward just yet. And now play is going to stay with Blacktown City. They still have it. Nolan. Looks like Travis Major has taken a more central role. Nolan now out on that far side. Malia playing more as a winger, rather than what we saw in the first half with Malia and Major sort of sharing that central responsibility. Tilt. Yej gets a touch on it, but a bit heavy. And Maxim Yej has been one of the more consistent performers in midfield despite all the injuries and players going down around him. Nicholas Guterich was also finding the back of the net with some efficiency before he went down with that injury. Him and Yej were a big part of the goal scoring the early part of the season for Blacktown City since then, and it's more been Malia and Major that are featuring. Alawalia onto the chest of Yoshida. Yej drags down Khan Nizam, and now this is a chance for Spirit FC. A free kick in a very good position. Exactly the sort of range you want to take them from. And there'll be no doubt a bit of a discussion as to who is going to take this. Just over 20 yards from goal, directly in line with that post. As Costa Petrados and Shoki Yoshida have a bit of a chat, it looks like this will be Costa's for the taking. Mostafi is also over there, the left-footed option. But I think Caden Henderson in goal knows that this will be from Costa Petratos. What can Spirit do from this position? Already conceded a free kick of their own. It will be Petratos. Straight into the wall, though. Tried the lower option. Alawalia will try his luck from distance. Seen all the way by Henderson and out for a goal kick. And that's positive signs from a Spirit perspective, just to try and get back on the front foot in this half. They've been frustrated in possession by Blacktown City's tight defence. Blacktown City just have the one clean sheet this season in a 0-0 draw with Manly United. And that was all the way back in round 2. So they're looking for their first win since round 1 and their first clean sheet since round 2. Tanaka. He's tripped up by Yoshida. And Mitch Malia immediately gets the call over and starts jogging across to the other side of the pitch to take this free kick. Already has a goal to his name. We'll see if he could pick up an assist here. Malia. Back post ball. It goes through the defence. It comes out to Travis Major. And Lockie Tilt had the best look at it. Couldn't quite get his head on the ball. But was not picked up there, the Blacktown City Central defender. And had he made meaningful contact with that, that would have forced Chris Marks into some really tight goalkeeping. Travis Major was there to try and keep it alive. And they'll get the resulting corner from it now. Kodai Tanaka across to take. It's a high looping ball. It's going to go back to Malia. Another cross into Travis Major. And it looked like it was in a good position. Made good contact with it, but not enough power to really trouble Chris Marks. Yej gets the call to switch. And does, out to Nick O'Brien. Major leaves it for Tanaka. Touch was slightly heavy. Meanwhile, score updates from around the grounds. Full time over at the Sydney United Sports Centre. The Wollongong Wolves have handed Sydney United 58 their first loss of the season. The Wolves extend their undefeated run to what I think is now 9 games. Cornwall. Nick O'Brien just half selling the fake to Petratos. Meanwhile, rest of the scores from around the grounds. Rockdale currently leading against St George City, a goal to nil. And the Western Sydney Wanderers, after scoring in first 11 minutes, now trail 2-1 against the SD Raiders. So a bit of movement down the lower reaches of the ladder with the SD Raiders and Blacktown City currently in the lead. Major. Important head, Alawalia. They couldn't quite keep it in spirit. Nolan dribbling across the pitch. Now it's getting physical as Major drags back Petratos. There were a lot of loose arms going both ways there. In the end, it's Major that commits the foul. Referee Ivica Kovic just letting the boys play a little bit before not wanting to let things get too out of hand. That just over Nader Mustafi's head. And this will be a test of Sergio Malfara's side. They've played quite well, but have been allowed to play their game on their terms. That's when they've looked good, when they've controlled possession, when they've put sides under the pump. And against Sydney United 58 last week, they looked particularly positive going to that 2-1 lead. Ultimately went down 3-2, and it seems like they haven't really made a full fist of this game just yet, as Blacktown continue to just keep a tight grip on them in attack, frustrate them in possession, and not allow them to put together the free-flowing football that has led Sergio Malfara's side to 6th position on the ladder. Major gets the call of time, chesting it down for Hayward. Here is Malia. There's Nolan up ahead of him. Decides against using him. Malia, a good ball in, but Maxim Yesh had committed instead of holding his run. Hayward, physical, winning it back, dueling with Grant Cornwall. And now it's pinched by Blacktown. They've got numbers in a good position here. Here's Maxim Yesh. Couldn't keep his head over it. And Spirit FC are going to respond with a triple change here, trailing 1-0 and sensing that Blacktown City are starting to really gain control. Blacktown will also make a change. Jacob Beniti will replace number 6, Adam Berry. Meanwhile, for Spirit FC, it's going to be, and this will be a real test, Kyle Williams, Sam Armson, as well as Thomas Mason. They have replaced Zane Alawalia, Andre Takami, and Owen Henderson. So changes to the Spirit FC midfield and defence. And just a change in midfield, some fresh legs for Mark Crittenden. As Adam Berry has put in a pretty solid shift for the last 65 minutes or so. At the base of the midfield, has been physical in defence and good going forward. Petratos, the call of keeper is there. Now Mustafi is underneath it. Henderson has to backtrack. Petratos fakes the shot. Still with it, Costa Petratos. Gives it across to Yoshida. Spirit searching for something. Mustafi shrugged off it cleanly by Mitch Malia. Green pastures ahead for Nolan. Grant Cornwall comes across to shut him down though. Malia keeps possession and wins the foul, and there's been a little battle brewing between Mitch Malia and Aidan Mustafi. Just a few loose arms, a few extra pushes each way. Yej sees his men taking their station at the back post. The second would feel certainly very good for Blacktown City right now. Yej, a good ball into that sort of area. Nick O'Brien chips it back in! And Renshaw, he can't believe it that it has gotten a touch on its way through and it has stayed out of the back of the net. Fantastic work from Nick O'Brien to have the wherewithal to chip it back towards him, and Renshaw would have had his goal celebration ready from that sort of range. And just taking a quick look back at the replay, it's actually cleared off the line. By Sam Armson. His first involvement is to save what would have been a certain goal. Numbers around the keeper for Blacktown. Momentum building. Malia, again, it's towards the back post. Will be just a goal kick as Spirit escaped from what was a very chaotic sequence.
Face up, face up. Come on, come on.
Nicholas. Shifting it along to Aidan Mustafi.
In the middle.
Yoshida turns it over. Jacob Beniti with the fresh legs to win it back, and he is fouled. And despite Spirit FC running down the other end with a counter-attack in mind.
Hey, come on. Hey, let's go, come on.
Malia. Mustafi. In search of Costa Petratos. No one's picking him up though, and he's got all the space to keep this going forward. Petratos, it's won back by Blacktown. That's what they've done so well today, Blacktown City. They've won it in midfield, and now Travis Major getting into the final third. Waiting for some support. Comes in the form of Renshaw. Now he's looking for Maxim Yesh. It's just over his head though. He was unmarked, was the Blacktown City attacking midfielder.
Formation ball substitutions. Just recently going off the Blacktown City number 6, Adam Berry. Placed a quick to Jacob Beniti.
Blacktown City have certainly had the better of the chances in this second half. Kicking off right where they left off in the first. Malia near post this time. Marks has to punch. We'll get a second go at it, Malia. This time a bit deeper in search of Major. Couldn't get clean connection on it. Nizam. Kadai Tanaka just checks his shoulder and can't. Nizam creating plenty of pressure on Caden Henderson. Mark Crittenden wants his side to continue to work in defence. They're not content with this one-goal lead right now, the hosts. Kobayashi. Nizam. Well, not Nizam, that's Thomas Mason doing some work trying to find Nizam. Mason. Armson. Petratos. This is good football from Spirit. Back to Petratos. Wouldn't sit kindly for him. That bounce just holding up for half a second, allowing the last-ditch intervention of the Blacktown defence. Kaya Williams. Nicholas. Petratos. Mustafi. That's a good ball in if someone can get there, but it was just a little too heavy. Didn't quite wrap his boot around it. Of course, they've already used their one substitution window to make a triple sub here, has Sergio Malfara, and I think he's just told a couple more subs to go over and keep warming up. Just under 20 minutes to go. They still trail 1-0 Spirit. Blacktown getting closer and closer to that drought-breaking win. Henderson sends it long. Mustafi, last touch off him. Will be a Blacktown City throw right in front of Mark Crittenden and the coaching staff. Yej drags down Mustafi. Those two had a fistful of each other's shirt, and now there's something happening between them off the ball. Yej and Mustafi didn't exactly feel too friendly towards each other, getting very close as Yej was back to goal, and both of them had their arms on each other. And now Ivica Kovac just has a bit of work to do to try and keep a lid on this game. Both teams have been getting slightly more physical as the contest has gone on. And so we'll see what the result is. Maxim Yej is still down. Now Vicakovic is just having a chat to his assistant. Grant Cornwall is over across it. Now Nathan Grimaldi has joined the conversation from the bench. Plenty of players wanting to make their submissions to the referee as to what should be the next course of action. I think it's going to be a yellow card going each way. One for Aidan Mustafi, and will be one for Maxim Yej when he eventually gets back to his feet. And Nathan Grimaldi and Mitch Wiley have continued the conversation with the assistant on the near side. Meanwhile, the play is still stopped. Nicholas Guterich is waiting to come on in all of this chaos. I think it is a bleeding nose for Maxim Yej. And now Travis Major and Grant Cornwall are having a bit of a debate about it. I think almost every single player on the pitch has voiced their concerns here. Meanwhile, after all of that, Maxim Yej has picked up a yellow card. He's got a tissue up his left nostril. Now, I wonder if Nicholas Guterich is going to come on for Yej, or if it's going to be someone else that Mark Crittenden had in mind. Nevertheless, because Yej has received treatment, he will have to at least temporarily come off the field of play. Of the two teams, Blacktown won't mind the stoppage, being the side in the ascendancy. Meanwhile, the Spirit FC coaching staff are now saying that the game has been stopped for such a long period of time. Yes, should have already exited the field of play. And it looks like Yes will continue. And he will try and re-enter. He will be allowed to continue playing, and the ball is dropped and Spirit restart play. And now Vicikovic has something else he wants to talk about. I think it's about the proper position of the restart, and now we're back on again. So Nicholas Guteric is going to have to wait a little bit here. He looked like he was set to come on. And you think now, with 15 minutes to go, plus a whole lot of stoppage time. So now Mitch Malia takes his leave, replaced by Skuteric. Mitch Malia picking up a very important goal, and what that goal could mean in the context of Blacktown City's season and their quest to try and revive this campaign. Goal number 2 on the year for the 34-year-old. Blacktown City are going to make a change here as well. A double change at that. Ben Daru is going to replace number 11, Khan Nizam, and it is a Spirit FC and NPL New South Wales debut for number 23, Daiso Horikoshi. Daiso comes to the NPL with a highly established playing career in Asian football, played in Japan, most recently in the J3 League, in the 3rd tier of Japanese professional football, but before that was playing for Philippines powerhouse, FC Kaya Iloilo. And now if that name rings a bell to you at home, that's because he played against Sydney FC in the Asian Champions League 2 back in 2024 for Kaya. Did score against Sydney FC in a 4-1 loss for Kaya on that day. And has a pretty good track record. So he completes the 3 foreign signings, all now on the pitch for Sergio Malfarra. And I'm told that he only arrived in Australia on Thursday night and has only had 1 training session with the team. So now comes into the game with his side down 1-0 away from home. A real test for Spirit and their perseverance. Nolan is beaten on the blind side by Nicholas. Yoshida flicks it around for Daiso. Mason working hard on that far side is Thomas Mason, and is going to get the reward with a free kick. Tenacious work from the young substitute to win his side a crucial bit of field position. "13 minutes plus," you'd think a decent amount of stoppage time here for Spirit FC to find the equaliser and maybe more. They've been on the receiving end of a late comeback themselves. Free kick taken quickly. Mason has looked lively since coming on. Check of the shoulder by Sam Armson. Nicholas. They won't be rushed just yet, Spirit. Mustafi picks it up and takes a strike. Rolls down to Caden Henderson. Skuteric has the fresh legs. There's a physical presence at the top of the pitch. In that number 9 jersey is Nicholas Skuteric, formerly of St. George FC, coming across to Blacktown City this season. Played previously for the now known Western City Rangers, back then Mount Druitt, and Central Coast Academy. So top scorer this season with 5 goals is Skuteric, so a handy player to try and bring on in this sort of game where you might really enjoy having a second goal. And he completes his injury layoff. Last start was midweek in the Cup against Blacktown Spartans. He's an unused sub last week, and now he gets a good 15 minutes to try and seal the game for the hosts. Here's Yej. Turn of the shoulder is surrounded by defenders. Maniti gets up high. He's giving up a lot of height in that battle with Petratos. Yoshida giving Hirokoshi something to chase, and that's sent over the bushes behind us. And that's an expense for Blacktown City. That ball will probably have to be lost, or we'll have to go and collect it. Meanwhile, Nathan Grimaldi is waiting to come on, the former Newcastle Jet. Armson. Hirokoshi. Lost possession. Armson. Sorry, not Armson. That's Travis Major getting the flick on. Important touches for him. Armson is just behind in midfield. Major again. Sending it down the line for Nolan. Numbers slowly starting to get forward for Blacktown. Major decides against crossing it in. Nolan will do that instead. Cleared only as far as Seb Hayward. And Yej actually has a rip on his jersey. I wonder if that's a consequence of the coming together with Mustafi about 10 minutes ago. Daiso, Hirokoshi. He still has possession and finds the free man. Spirit have numbers getting forward. Mason cutting inside. Blocked away. Hirokoshi, another block. Game is really starting to open up now. End-to-end stuff here at Landon Stadium. Tanaka. The press is coming and Spirit forced the error. Mike Crittenden has just yelled out to Kodai Tanaka, telling him to clear it, not worry about trying to play out in this sort of position. And that's what he does right there, Kodai Tanaka. Nicholas allows it to bounce, and they can reset here, Spirit FC. The natural momentum of the game will mean that Blacktown City will want to conserve this 1-0 lead. Have to be careful they don't give too much up to Spirit. They have the weapons in attack to try and find something, but the way Blacktown's defence has played so far this afternoon, they have given a very good account of themselves en route to what would be their second clean sheet of 2026. Jack O'Brien has also received some final instructions. He'll be joining the pitch very shortly soon. Jack O'Brien sends it out into the fans, and so now that change will go through. Nathan Grimaldi, a defender and a striker. For Jack O'Brien, this will be just his 6th appearance of the season. Scored midweek in the Cup against the Blacktown Spartans, so he's in good touch, the returning man from injury. And he has about 8 minutes plus stoppage time to try and find the second. Meanwhile, Nathan Grimaldi comes on to try and shore things up defensively. And it's an end to the afternoon for Seb Hayward as well as Riley Nolan. Two promising young men that are coming through the Blacktown City system that have had to work very hard here this afternoon. A bit of confusion about the throw. It will be Blacktown City's. Long looping throw. The foul. Blacktown City have it back here. Karnazam, the infringing man. Not Karnazam, rather. It's Ben Daru, who has replaced him. Major flicking it on. Jack O'Brien was interested in that. Skatarich. Mason. Can't find a way through. Travis Major is battling with it, as is Nathan Grimaldi. Grimaldi's actually come on in midfield as a defensive option, just to add a bit of steel in the middle of the park here for Blacktown City. Yej back with Major. A second would feel like the winner for Blacktown City. Jack O'Brien has the fresh legs to keep this at their feet. Maniti. Early swerving delivery to Yej. It's going to fall for Major, but Yej pushed Riku Kobayashi to the ground. Kobayashi's actually taken up a more defensive role. He's now playing right back. He was previously playing as a winger and has been their leading goal scorer in the last month with 5 goals in his last 4. He now finds himself in the back 4. A certain sign that they're going for it here. Look for him to get forward and add an extra number in attack. Yoshida. And then Mustafi. Yoshida was waiting for Nicholas on the overlap, but was shown out over the sideline. And Blacktown City will try and slow down the clock as much as they can, try and use the time as their friend. Grimaldi chips it down to Major. That won't quite stay in despite Major's best attempts. Spirit having to play ball kid of their own. No spare ball on this near side after one of the balls was kicked out over the edge. Tilt. Mustafi rose highest. Major will be the intended target for Maxim Yej, but Kaya Williams is good underneath. Petratos himself now is having to drop back into a deeper role too. A lot of attackers out there for Spirit FC. A lot of options to try and find the equaliser, but time is starting to run out. Petratos. Armson looks over and sees Mustafi in space. Mustafi. Maniti takes it off his toes and has one inside a throw. And Jacob Maniti, you know what you're going to get with him in midfield. Has been such a consistent player for Blacktown City for so long, either as a starter or off the bench.
Hey, plenty of time, come on.
He can be a real spark plug in midfield when they need him.
Numbers around, must win.
O'Brien has kept it in, and Skatarich will be interested in this bounce here. Marks allows it to fall into his area, despite suggestions from the fans otherwise. He's very clearly inside. Blacktown have collected that third ball. They haven't lost one. Yoshida has headed it down well. Good chance brewing for Daru. You could see what he was looking for. That top corner, swerving with his right foot. And Ben Daru. And Kane Henderson has jumped the fence to try and collect the ball. Spirit FC are saying, we have a ball in the halfway line. Let's start playing again. And I think Sergio Malfarez just kicked the ball down towards him. And this will frustrate Spirit a little bit. More valuable seconds tick off the clock, but it'll all be added back in extra time. We should have a decent chunk of additional time because of that stoppage between Yej and Mustafi. We had a couple of subs as well, and they've always been out of play a decent amount of time. Henderson. It'll be Blacktown ball. Lucky Tilt makes his way to try and take this throw. And now Shoki Yoshida and Travis Major are sharing some words, and a slight push and shove between those two as well. Will be a Blacktown City corner, and that's exactly the sort of position they want to be in right now. Travis Major coming across to assist Maxim Yej. You'd think they will try and keep this. Meanwhile, Spirit FC are going to commit some numbers forward, knowing that the ball won't be going into the box directly from this corner, so they don't have to defend it quite as well as they usually would. Actually will go in from Jack O'Brien. It's swerving underneath marks. Skutarich was quite close to that. Into the final minute of regulation time. All eyes will turn to the fourth official as to how much will be added on. Renshaw shapes to clear, eventually does. Mason has been lively since coming on. A lot of numbers forward right now for the visitors. Mustafi. Yoshida. A good ball in centrally, looking for Daru. Mustafi is underneath it, trying to win it back again. Grimaldi heads clear, only as far as Mustafi. It's back with Yoshida and Daru back onto his right. Again, he's inches away. And again, Spirit walk away empty-handed from an attack. Very close to it right now, Spirit FC, and it will be 6 minutes of time added on as a few groans go up from supporters here at Landon Stadium, but perhaps no surprise with the stoppages we have had in the second half. And there are 6 minutes left for Spirit FC to get this equaliser. 6 minutes left for Blacktown City to get their second win of the season. Petratos. Grimaldi sends it back forward. Anywhere will do for Blacktown City right now. Blacktown City hoping for the result that takes them off their temporary place at the bottom of the ladder. Spirit continue with the throw. Mustafi wants to go quickly. Sent high by Tanaka. Mustafi off his chest. And Maxim Liège gives him a little bit extra on the way through. Those two have not taken a single backward step from each other. Reminder, they are both on a card. And Liège will leave the game without a portion of his jersey. You see the Z missing from his name. It's been ripped out. Sent high. Hirokoshi is underneath. Grimaldi takes over, strides forward with his fresh legs, and now chips one up ahead. It's too close to Chris Marks. A minute and a half gone here in stoppage time. At least 4.5 remain. A reminder, that 6 minutes is a minimum. Armson. Nicholas joins now. Plenty of players joining the attack for Spirit. Numbers getting forward. Armson. Nicholas. Back to Armson again. Cross is deflected well. It's awkwardly cleared. And it's off the knee of a Blacktown player, inadvertently to the keeper. Henderson. This will go towards the sideline and bounce out over Travis Major. Hirokoshi bouncing over him. It's at Jack O'Brien's feet. He tries to poke it forward. Armson stands in the way though. Armson with Liège for company. Yoshida. Mustafi. Williams spots the free man. Riku Kobayashi. He's his turn to get forward. Williams again. Petratos. 3 minutes of stoppage time gone. Well won cleanly by Grimaldi. He got enough of the ball. And now Blacktown could try and get forward here. Skutarich. Held up by Williams. And Skutarich has committed the foul. And for a brief moment, it was almost a 4-on-2 attack for Blacktown City. Had it not been for that last-ditch intervention by Kaya Williams to win the ball back. With the feet of Chris Marks, giving it back to Simon Nicholas. Nicholas towards the edge of the area. It's brought down by Daru. Armson chipping it back post. Gutterich is back to clear. Mason tries to thread the needle through to Hirokoshi, but Blacktown City cut off that lane and have let it roll out for another goal kick. And as time continues to tick away. 4 minutes gone of the 6 here. You'd think Spirit FC might have one last meaningful attack, at least one or two, to try and work with. This has been a real test of Blacktown City's strength defensively. Mark Crittenden urging his troops to continue. Petratos flicks it on Grimaldi. Blacktown just trying to clear their lines as best they can right now. Yej, an important touch up to Major. Yej has gone down. And there is a foul on Travis Major before he controlled it with his hands. It was a late whistle. Spirit thought they had possession coming their way. More time has ticked away here. Nick O'Brien is going to look for Skutterich in the corner here. And that's gone too far. It will be a goal kick. All eyes on Ivica. And full time at Landon Stadium in what will feel like a huge weight lifted off the shoulders of Blacktown City. They pick up their first win in 11 weeks in the league to take themselves off the foot of the ladder temporarily. An important goal by Mitch Malia in the first half. A cracking free kick is the difference between the two sides in the end. As Blacktown City were made to work defensively, sustained a lot of pressure in the first half, were very good in the second to keep Spirit out, and they walk away with their second win and their second clean sheet. An important 3 points for Blacktown City. It's also their first win in front of their home fans, and now there are signs of real hope that they can turn this season around. So full time here at Landon Stadium, it's Blacktown City 1, Northwest Sydney Spirit FC 0.